Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mindy Rosier, and I am a special education teacher. And UFT Teacher Center Field Liaison. And a proud union organizer and activist. I stand here in support of Starbucks workers and honored to be here with Aleah Bacetti, a former worker and union organizer who is recently unjustly terminated. At an AFT meeting in February 2022, we passed a resolution titled, "In Support of Starbucks Workers." That resolution resolved that the AFT will publicly support these workers in their attempts to improve their future by forming unions to negotiate that future for themselves. Yeah. But it has not been easy for the Starbucks workers to form a union. At a recent hearing of the Senate Health, Employment, Labor, and Pensions Committee, Chair Bernie Sanders stated, over the past 18 months, Starbucks has waged the most aggressive and illegal union-busting campaign in modern history. Since our 2022 AFT convention, where we committed to support these young workers who are standing up across the country, the Starbucks Corporation has engaged in a turf campaign, now facing 1,930 separate allegations of employer misconduct, including over 100 firings and multiple closures of stores as workers vote in the union. The National Labor Relations Board has consolidated 99 complaints, finding merit to the charges that were filed. In fact, most recently, Starbucks closed 2 union stores in Ithaca, New York. Resulting in Cornell students taking over the administration offices at their university and demanding that Cornell remove Starbucks products from their campus.
Thank you so much, Mindy, for your support. It means a lot to us who are fighting to work and create a union in Starbucks, to know that you and the AFT do have our back. It is the law in our country that once a worker votes for a union, the NLRB certifies its election, and an employer must bargain a contract in good faith. Again, Starbucks management has little regard for the law, and they engage in surface-level bargaining at best while awaiting the 12-month period after which they attempt to decertify the union. This is coming from a company that prides itself as a progressive corporation and brags about its benefits it provides to workers. The same right-wing group that has caused headaches for the AFT, called the National Right to Work Committee, has teamed up with Starbucks to entice workers to decertify our union. But they have yet to be successful in trying to divide us. In fact, the biggest Starbucks in the world, the Chicago Roastery, has filed their union election to join Starbucks Workers United last week. Our fight continues and grows. In the face of this massive corporate union busting campaign, Starbucks workers like me, before I was fired, continue to organize now with over 8,200 workers and at 322 stores that are voted for their union. Starbucks workers are not giving up. In fact, we are growing stronger and more determined. Our demands are clear. Starbucks needs to come to the table, bargain in good faith, and settle a fair contract with us. And we're willing to go from the one side of the country to the other, all the way to Seattle to make our voices heard. This summer, we're raising the stakes. In June, we went in strike in over 150 stores for Pride. And right now, we're on a bus tour taking our demands throughout the country, all the way to Starbucks headquarters in Seattle. We're letting Starbucks workers at union and non-union stores know the union is calling. and I'm hopping on the bus myself on Monday. We've also partnered with key community and labor allies like the AFT so that we can really bring Starbucks customers into the movement. I owe a lot to teachers. Growing up, I had a teacher who inspired me to be the activist I am today and to organize the union in my store. But education bans on Black history and LGBTQ issues, it means a lot of labor history is being stripped from textbooks. And it's thanks to union teachers and educators like all of you that we have the next generation of the labor movement. We need your voices to help us bargain with Starbucks at the table. And here are 2 ways that you can show solidarity to help Starbucks workers today. In your district, please talk to fellow teachers and parents about how they can support Starbucks workers. We have a big day of action coming up September 14th. And if you could scan the QR code that will be up on the screen, and you can take out your phones, you can sign up and get more information about how to participate online. Thank you guys so much again, and solidarity forever.